Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with RwandAir today. RwandAir, the safest airline in Africa. RwandAir.
What is your thinking about our education system as far as, or in relation to mindset change, entrepreneurship, innovation? Is it totally unworking, or is there something working? What do you have to say, Juliet?
Before I answer your question, I want to quote Jeff Bezos. He says, one of the only ways to get out of a tight box is to invent your way out. I think what we really need to shift is teaching our youth to think. And going back to the question now about education, tertiary institutions don't prepare students for the fourth industrial revolution. Too much theory in schools, less practice. I think we just need to tweak that and bring in some practical bits as part of the curriculum. That's one thing. And teach them to think out of the box. Then the second thing is that our response to promoting innovation.
Isn't that the one outside? But what is the box?
The box is answering according to the rubric, according to the answer sheet that the teacher has got. Say it as I've taught you. But now I'm saying, say it as you can apply the knowledge that I've taught you. That's the difference. And the other thing is our response to promoting innovation and digitization in the skills development ecosystem requires the restructuring of our institutions to provide new programs in emerging interdisciplinary fields to accelerate transboundary fields like AI, artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, etc.
I need your thoughts on our education system. You probably came through the same system. You're totally different up there. And coming from Benjamin, if Angela, as someone said, if Angela's education system did it, why can't the current people also did it with that same education system?
Well, I'm going to support Benjamin on this one.
You're supporting him?
Yes.
Go ahead.
And the reason is the learning environment has changed. It has completely upgraded, and we haven't. We are not equipping our learners to be critical thinkers and to fit into a working environment, and yet we want them to be in the working environment. And therefore, are we spending 80% of our time on theoretical learning and 20% on what they'll actually need in the field? We need to understand that our youth have technology, and therefore, if I have heart disease, all I need to do to understand it is go online, and I can listen to it and probably get a better feel. And then if I get a tutor who's very good in the medical field, I have a better understanding than my time. My time, we had to read, and then you had to do your practicals to be able to get a good feel. But now with visual learning, we are spending more time on theoretical based on the old aspects of education. Now, we, in our era, our age group, have gone back to learn. We're learning at every level in an organization. People are going back to understand that level. And yet these are things that really we should be learning as we go through the different stages. By now, youth should be able to understand what their life purpose is, because then it gives them guidance on what to study at A level or O level or on campus. That guidance should come in at a stage that is formative enough for them to be excited, and therefore they'll be able to get into roles or opportunities where they will stick and actually enjoy and grow with passion. But we now give them the old system, and then within their 20s, they're trying to figure out where they belong, and then they spend another 10 years lost and moving from office to office or workplace to workplace. Yet that is the time they will be building their careers based on a foundation from when they were 7 years old. Does the entire system need to change? No. But I think we need to upgrade our systems, the infrastructure, the learning pedagogy. We still have teachers who are at grade 5 training, and they're training people who are going to get opportunities that are really evolving the country or the economy. So if we don't also work on the teacher training, their remuneration, their accountability systems, pay for performance, all these things, we are failing on both fronts, on the teaching side, on the learning side, and as a society, we are churning out the same quality. We need to upgrade. Oh, one more thing before I hand over to you. Africa is really a gold mine for agriculture, agropreneurship. And it's sad to see that agribusiness, and anything to do with agriculture is slowly being phased out of the curriculum. If we know that our weight in gold lies in minerals, lies in agriculture, why then are we not pushing education in these areas where we know that we can pull the best output? Instead, we look for areas where we won't have the opportunities, employment opportunities for our youth. So we need also to understand which sectors we need to push education-wise. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Ochichi, did I hear a hand clap? Please, clap well. If you decide to clap, meaning I think someone said, we have to be grateful for what we have. So if you're not happy with the presentation, this is what we have. But me, I'm very happy. A good clap, please. Mr. Ochichi, your take on the education system in under a minute or a minute before I bring in the audience.
All right. It was the owner of the Virgin Group in the UK who said that schools should cease behaving like warehouses, where you take students, keep them there, and release them after a period when the price has improved. When you put a commodity in a warehouse, you are putting it there until the price has gone up, then you release it. Schools should know that the students they are having should be beginning to give solutions in the marketplace right away. You are doing accountancy, and you started doing accountancy in senior 1, senior 2, senior 3. You are not even assisting daddy and mommy to record the sale of milk at home. And you are still saying, I'm waiting to get a diploma before I can start doing that. Can you imagine that? He gets a diploma. He says, no, I cannot just start helping you until I've sat for an interview. And they give me an appointment saying that I'm now an accountant. Only then will I start giving you the advice. In other words, we need to begin to value application of what we teach our students. But
A kind of apprenticeship?
Apprenticeship, but I want it to go away from what we call, go to a place with a label outside, go to Sheraton for apprenticeship, go to Cafe Java for print, go home where they are selling things in the market in Nakawa, teach people how to keep records. Schools are not having good records, but also we the parents should cease over celebrating the paper qualification and start saying, my son is excellent. He is giving advice to the school owners on how to improve their accounts. And then you begin showcasing that story. But we clap and only give the attention to the fellow who excelled in getting the grades. And you know that there is even an evil way of giving marks today. They give you multiple choices. And then they tell you, if you get it right, you get the marks. If you get it wrong, we deduct your marks. In other words, we don't want you to fail and learn. Because if you try and you fail, we deduct the marks.
Thank you.
It is not a good thing.
Thank you. We are left, thank you very much. We are left with 10 minutes, and that 10 minutes is largely for you, the audience in here and out there virtually. The technical team, if there is any question or comment, a quick one out there, kindly bring it to my attention. But here, quick question. I'm giving every participant just 20, 30 seconds. Please. A microphone that can move around, or must someone come up here? There is a spray here. We must make sure we are all alive. Don't spread the virus if you have it.
Thank you very much. My name is Godfrey Vudria, EABW Digital. There was a crisis when the government unlocked and said students need to go back to school. Many children refused to go back to school because the crisis had changed them and they had learned new ways of doing things. Some of them
even teachers, actually.
Many teenagers.
They realize that they can get more money from bordering and from making bricks.
Absolutely. Many teenagers had learned how to make Rolex. Now, for the African audience, Rolex is a delicacy in Uganda. That is a combination of some wheat flour with eggs. And so they had begun selling this. They would buy agri-product cheaply and sell it on the roadside. Some of them had grazed chicken, and they are selling the chicken in the marketplaces. They were making money. I really think what the schools need to do is to begin adopting some of these innovations so that our children can learn skills of entrepreneurship and begin to grow their businesses and be empowered to live. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I saw another hand here, the lady with the yellow headgear. And then followed by the gentleman right behind. 30 seconds, please.
Thank you. I want to supplement on what Mr. Chiche said. My daughter is she's giving back to the community. She finished campus, she's 22 years. She's giving back to the community in a way that she went to a rehab where they're not giving her money, but she's learning, and she said, I have to give back. They give me transport, let me go and practice what I did. I think that is what parents should encourage their children, because all the time it is money, money, money. So she's acquiring more knowledge while she's giving back to the community. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Keep teaching her well in that manner, and soon she's going to acquire the experience, and before you know it, she's an excellent expert in that area, and she will make the money from her field. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my name is Edward Katenda. I want to come back on the issue of the curriculum. In Uganda, we have just changed our curriculum. Across Africa, we have Western-trained Africans who have trained in Europe. They've got an MBA in the US. But when they come back on the ground, we do not see whatever they learned in other curricula being translated on the ground. And I think for me, the problem is bigger than our curriculum. Maybe it's a cultural shift. Maybe it's the failure of the family as the basic unit. That when those who were trained in the 60s, in the 50s, that time the system was different. The culture was different. And I think across Africa, we should not just blame the colonial curriculum. We must look inside within our continent to see how we can shift our cultures that even the Harvard trained have not solved our problems on the continent.
Okay, that's an interesting one. I wish I had more time. I was going to engage you to find out the statistics, how you got to know that actually all the Harvard-trained guys now have not done anything. Many of them are here and they are looking at you with funny eyes. But we shall keep that for another discussion, probably over a cup of tea. There is a lady's hand here. Keep it short, 30 seconds, 40 seconds if possible, because I have to come back to the panel here to wind up.
Thank you so much. I'm called Letitia, Internal Auditor Nation Media Group. I will support Ochichi and Benjamin. On this ground, I am a youth who is suffering the same case, that because what we learned is so different from what we do in the field. And I have friends that you find they did courses for the sake of getting degrees. But when you ask them, they ask you they want jobs, and you tell them what was your aspiration of doing that such a course. They tell you, to be sincere, all I wanted is to get a degree. So the education system, I would support Benjamin. Let's deal with the root cause. The people you're saying they're not doing what they got from maybe the other side. Maybe the environment is not facilitating it. The fear, the phobia they find in the family, in people around them, when they want to do something, the other people are not willing to unlearn what they knew before because they see you as a threat. Thank you.
Okay, interesting. Any other hand? Any other hand? Okay. There is a lady here. I like this audience. The ladies are very participatory. Thanks a lot. In some other areas, when you go, ladies just keep, but this is a good audience. Yes.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I do not have any submission to make, but I just want to introduce my colleague who forgot to introduce herself. She just started by commenting on whatever every person has commented here. But she's called Khalif Fatuma. She works with Prudential Uganda. And I'm called Tembo Hawa. I work with Prudential Uganda as well. Thank you so much.
Are you a marketing executive?
Yes, I am.
You have done very good marketing for Prudential by starting to fill in the vacuum. Let's come back here. Let's clap for her. She's doing her job well. And thanks a lot. Where should we begin from? Angela? Final remarks on doing business in 2022 and beyond. How can SMEs and startups navigate the skills and mindset changes ahead?
Okay, thank you, Charles.
1 minute each.
I think our survival skills have to change. We need to look internally, even with regard to finance or what to do. We really need to look deep into where our interests lie. We need to look at our teams. The teams are the ones that are now bringing us to the clients. Everyone has changed their perspective. We also need to have some level of emotional connectivity to the changes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Juliet?
From my side, I really believe that we need to start supporting STEM subjects. Part of the audience, a member here said, there are people that graduate and they don't have jobs. It's because we are churning lots of degrees in Africa and they are not aligned with the market needs. So let us support science, technology, maths, and let's get out of the FOT, fear of technology. That's one. And then secondly, advocacy training organizations like HCI and Shared Value, they have their work cut out, because they are the change agents. And lastly, Africa is a very rich continent in terms of natural resources and human resources. Mentorship and coaching has been inherent in our communities. Long ago, we were discovered by the major countries that came into Africa to discover different places for different reasons, but we were surviving. We were not poor. We did not have malnutrition. We were very innovative because we got to make tools out of whatever we had. So let's go back to basics. Let's get that spirit of entrepreneurship again and start innovating and start aligning ourselves to what the continent requires and what the needs requires. Let's be proud that we are Africa, and we need to build the Africa that we want, because we've got what it takes to get there. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Juliet. Benjamin, all the way from the UK, virtually. Benjamin, your final comment?
All right, thank you very much. And I want to say thank you to everybody, Dr. Imanode, to me, and all the panelists. Let me say this: if Africa and the SMEs are going to see a way forward, then let's bring both the private sector and the academia and the government on a round table, and let us discuss the African problems and allow our academicians to develop curriculums that will actually solve our problems. This will be my submission. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Benjamin. Thank you very much, and God's blessings to you that side. Finally, Mr. Ochichi, your final comment.
I'll leave my comments along the lines of the young people of today and the criticism we have been leveling against them. The issue is technology is here to stay, and is capturing the attention of these young people a lot. We want to be able to connect with technology and be able to interact with these young people and tell them that what you see in social media, where things are instantaneous, everything is immediate, you want everything now, everything now, everything now, it is artificial. And teach them the values of patience, the values of hard work, the values of timekeeping, the values of being able to work with others and delivering solutions, and telling them that those are the things that work best. Once you have mastered those, then you can now use technology to further your career, rather than just throwing our people to technology. And they are so busy. If we as parents, as leaders, cannot fill the vacuum of creating an orientating platform for our young people, we will be blaming them and blaming them, but the ball starts with us, the parents and the leaders, and we need to reorientate the aspirations that our young people are getting through social media, which are totally unproductive. They wake up in the morning, they are very tired. The whole night they were busy talking and quarreling. By the time you are telling the person come for food, he is really tired, he wants to sleep. So friends, let's confront social media, let's take our responsibility and direct the young people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put up our hands for Juliet, Charles, Benjamin Online, and of course our sister here, Angela. Thank you very much. Audience out there virtually joining in the discussion, and the audience here at Sheraton. Thank you very much. We are stopping this particular panel discussion here. We are going to have a short commercial play, and then we will come back in a bit with a second panel discussion. So look up to that as well. Don't go away. Thank you very much.
Monitor by Nation is your go-to website for exclusive content with in-depth stories, analysis, and detailed coverage. Sign up with these quick and easy steps. Visit www.monitor.co.ug. Sign up for free for a limited period of time with either Facebook or Google. Or you can enter your email address, password, followed by your phone number. Click Sign Up. You are now a registered user. Your privacy will be protected when you share information with us. This registration is part of our effort to understand our audiences and make better business decisions to serve you better. For any queries, please contact us on 0312-301-230 or email us at customercareug@ug.nationmedia.com. Monitor, powered by Nation. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to Nobel.
Internet is not only important, but is part of us now. We use it in our studies, at work, home, and while going about our daily errands. However, An inconsistent internet connection is common and can be frustrating. But the good news is, we are here to the rescue. At Rock Telecom, we strive to promote integrity, dependability, innovation, customer service, and open-mindedness. Visit our website www.rocktelecom.co.ug for more information. Rock Telecom. Rock Telecom is licensed by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with RwandAir today. RwandAir, the safest airline in Africa.
RwandAir, fly the dream of Africa.
So we pick travelers, our typical customers are people flying in and out of the country. So we pick those from the airport to wherever they're going and back. And we do this through a network of driver partners for whom we give regular business and improve livelihoods. They can book through WhatsApp, they can call us, they can email us. You know, we just try to make it as simple and convenient, as seamless as possible for our customers.
What is creating shared value all about? CSV is short for Creating Shared Value. It is a powerful business management concept that can promote companies to think differently about their approach to social and environmental issues. It is a strategy for addressing society's challenges through profitable business models. It's all about policies and practices that enhance the competitiveness of companies while improving social and environmental conditions in the regions in which they operate. CSV is not CSR. Creating shared value goes beyond philanthropy or corporate social responsibility. Shared value is not about personal values.